Wow, it sure has been a long time since we had one of our little chats, hasn't it? And I can't imagine how hard it must be for you, and I apologize with every ounce of sincerity that I can possibly muster. I guess I just haven't been adequately inspired for a while. Until now. Recently, an article from Reuters told of how scientists had genetically engineered mice to develop the physical and psychological characteristics of schizophrenia. I disagree. I think the aim of this study is to make fucked up little mice. Schizophrenia affects about 1% of the world's population, but currently affects 100% of genetically engineered schizophrenic mice. Does this statistic seem fair to you? Of course it doesn't. Now, see, I'm not some crazy animal rights activist, and I don't work for PETA. In fact, I just ate several different kinds of meat all wrapped in one tasty hot dog. Might there be bits of schizo mice in there? Who knows? But I'll be damned if a little ketchup doesn't make rodent flesh the edible incarnation of heaven itself. Now, the first question that came to my mind after spying the headline was, how exactly do you know whether or not a mouse is schizophrenic? You see, from my very limited knowledge of the illness, I understand that there are certain characteristics that are distinct to schizophrenia. This quote from internet's most reliable and accurate source of legitimately gathered and certified information, Wikipedia, also makes a very good point. No laboratory test for schizophrenia exists. So, where's the beef? I mean, where's the proof that these scientists have mice that have in fact developed schizophrenia? Specifically, when the mice matured to an age thought to be equivalent to the time of life that a human would acquire the symptoms, they began to show increased agitation in open spaces and had more trouble finding hidden food than healthy mice and less interest in swimming. These supposedly parallel the hyperactivity, impaired sense of smell, and apathy found in humans suffering from the illness. Perhaps. Or perhaps the increased agitation in open space result being trapped in a damn cage their entire life. Perhaps the entire idea of being outside of a confined area is a little overwhelming, having never known more than a square foot of living space filled with their own feces and a big fucking wheel that's supposed to keep them entertained for hours on end. Woohoo! There's a wheel in here. I'll never be bored again. I know if I'd be a little agitated if I were suddenly thrust into the center of the Milky Way with no directions or a parachute. Perhaps an impaired sense of smell is one of the few breaks that are cut for these furry little bastards. Maybe God or Darwin decided to exercise a pinch of mercy and not force the already chronically diseased, frequently swatted with brooms, and most likely have their heads severed by a metal bar out of wooden deathbed rodents to wallow in the pungent odor of their own filthy shit with which they are pent up in their entire lives. Or because they can't find the hidden food because they just don't care anymore. I mean, how ambitious would you be in their situation? Seriously, folks. Anyway, I really don't give a mouse's ass about what they do with them. I just felt like ranting about something that, and this fit the bill. I say pluck the limbs off them one at a time, slowly as possible, with a pair of tweezers for all I care. Sorry, PETA. Bet you thought you made a new friend, didn't ya? As always, your friend, the Space Monkey.